banquet right now. We're at actually the rehearsal right now. So we've got Doug Hobbs, Jeremy Anders on stage, doing a quick dry run. It's gonna be lots of fun tomorrow night. This is my script. I ain't gonna read it. I'm glad that last year me bitching about the banners got Patrick Yield up here. Chump, super chump, but he's a champion, so he's a chump champer. Then we got this fucking guy, Matt Risiecki, who I'm gonna arm wrestle later. Watch me slam to the table like a fucking Lincoln Hawk, taking him out, getting that semi truck, and getting my kids' love back. What? 360, bitch? Really? Oh yeah, get it, girl. Get it. Yeah. Woo! God damn! Are they good? Show me your hands. Are they good?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect size, right?
Yeah.
Are we all done?
I'm gonna wash Daddy's truck.
You're gonna wash Daddy's truck?
Yeah.
With your gloves on?
Yeah.
Did we get the car all tight?
Yeah.
Is it all snug? Show me. Show me where it's snug. Cool. Did you do that one?
Yes.
Okay. You ready to go?
I gotta go outside.
Say ready, set.
Go.
All right. So we went out to the banquet. Pretty good time. Thanks again, Doug and Tracy, for doing everything that you do. I mean, it was awesome. Good times with friends. When I ended up going out to the bar later on with Dalton, his dad, and Brett and Brad, and all kinds of people. So lots of fun. So, I mean, car's kind of cool. We'll see tomorrow. There's someone who's supposed to come and take a look at it. Might actually buy it. But I mean, the more I look at it, the more it's not entirely awful. So we'll see. Part of my heart hopes that no one buys it. And then the other part is like, hey, I really want a fucking Nova again. So we'll see how that goes. But right now, in the other side of the shop, we got Dave's FC here, actual 10th anniversary edition that we're just hacking up just because, I mean, that's what us idiot fucking drift guys do. I heard our term is actually skidiots. The circle track guys call us skidiots, so be sure to remember that one. But we're caging up Dave's car. It's pretty much gutted. I mean, he was a good dude, so he brought it to me this way. Basically, all torn apart, everything we need to do. Going to be doing a full, like, I guess, if you want to put numbers on it, which I hate, it's a 6-point. So I'm going to do everything basically but the anti-intrusion bars that go in the footwell there. But, I mean, since I'm not fancy, since the way I learned it, bam, this is me measuring out the cage. So I know Shane Cannon wanted to kind of know how it's done. I basically lay a piece of paper on the floor here, measure it all out. So that's my top, that's my first bend, that's my second bend. What I actually do is I have a notched piece that I bent to 90 degrees, and it's got a mark right here. That's the start of my bend. So I'll put it up there, mark all the starts of my bend, mark the center of the tube, and then just get to bending. I'm not fancy, like I said, and so all I got, this little HMP 200 bender. It's not what everyone usually uses, but it's got its pros. Like, instead of bending horizontal, it'll bend straight up vertical. So it takes a lot less room to actually operate, which is nice. It makes it, it's kind of hardish to see if it's straight, but I got my calibrated eyes going, so gonna get it all dialed in. We're gonna get this all bent up, and we're gonna see how it fucking fits in this FC. So stay tuned, motherfuckers. So I'll kind of go more in depth. So this is my tube. That is my bend mark. And so this is the upper corner of the cage there. So what I did is I set this edge on there on my line as like a positive spot for it to go against. I'm only going to be one-handed here, so you're going to have to bear with me if there's a little bit of movement. You can see I already marked it, but what I'll do is make sure that this butts up against this line and this butts up against my straight edge. Boom, right there. Looks like it's about even up. So I make my mark. And that's where I start my bend. All right, so for marking out where my bends are, I take my tube, I'm gonna lay it across the top of where my roll cage starts, okay? So line it up with that line, it's back here somewheres, and then go all the way across. It rolled a bit, I'm sorry. So line it up with that top line, and right where that bend is, boom, mark it. So I mark this side with a B, because that's where I want my bend to be. I mark this side with a check mark, because if I see the check mark, that means I'm doing a fucking good job. Yeah, dude. All right, so as you can see, got all loaded up in the bender here. That's my mark. That's basically like the foundation, the baseline for where I'm gonna start my bend. Because I mean, I can always see the edge of this die. That's where I'm gonna start my bend. You can see the check mark. So looks like I'm all good. Got a sweet air over hydraulic setup and my crude angle finder action here. So I'm just gonna use this. I have this marked to that upper corner there. And I'm gonna watch it, put it next to it, and see about when it gets there. That's when I'm done skis. All right, so laid it back down on my template. Got it all lined up, got my center line back lined up. I'm gonna look. Choo! That's pretty damn close. All right, looks like it's all bent up. Just gonna trim off the end about, I think I'm gonna leave myself an extra inch just cause I do that kind of stuff. I like to leave a little extra there so I can actually just weld it right to a plate instead of making a box, but looks like that's about it. I brought the bottoms in just a little bit. I want to give myself a little more leeway while I'm doing the door bars, be able to bring them in just a bit. I mean, you can see there's not a whole lot of room there, so hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to come in, get that thing trimmed, make sure it fits the way I like it, because I want the bends to be, you know, with the B-pillar within reason, stuff like that. Make it look good, make it fit, form, and function 100%. Otherwise, yeah, it's another night in the shop. Rock on, motherfuckers. Well, I'm trying to go out on Sunday, so might as well make sure this thing does burn out. Woo!